Have you ever stopped to think about the hidden power of the mirrors? These objects we have at home that accompany us at simple moments, like a quick look before leaving, or even when we are alone, can be much more involved in our lives than we think. It's not just about seeing the reflection of our face. Mirrors carry deep energy meaning and can be powerful allies to transform their space and life. Maria, a woman attentive to her energy, recently discovered that a simple mirror in the room was influencing her emotional state in ways she could not imagine. Over the days, she began to realize that anxiety increased whenever she was in front of her corridor's mirror. She heard about how mirrors can be used for energy cleaning, but the idea of manipulating energy through these objects seemed distant. Until one day, a close friend warned her about rituals with mirrors and how they could help her attract more peace of mind to her home. Curious, Maria found herself plunged into a world of secret rituals and energies that were always there, in front of her, but she had never paid attention. What if I told you that the answer to your inner peace and prosperity can be reflected in a mirror? Have you ever wondered how something so simple can hide powerful secrets and transform your life? Keep reading to find out 8 facts that will change the way you see the mirrors and what they really can do for you. It's not just about how you see yourself, but how you feel and connect with the energies around you. Want to know how? So, stay with me until the end. Curious to know how a mirror can change your perception of your home and your life? Like this video and share with someone who needs to understand the power of mirrors in their space. Have you ever been suffocated inside your own home, as if the energy was heavy, something out of place? Imagine the frustration of waking up every day and feeling that nothing is flowing, as if your home is draining you without you realize. You may have tried everything, but discomfort persists, worries increase and anxiety takes over. It's not just the environment, it's as if your home energy is keeping you from moving on. Now think of how mirrors, these objects that look so simple, can be the key to unlocking a transformation. Have you ever thought that the mirror you see may be reflecting something beyond your image? It can be the reflection of your deepest emotions, capturing and amplifying the energy you already carry. Imagine that, unlike a simple decorative object, it has the power to open portals or even dissipate negativity. Are you ready to find out the truth about how mirrors can change the game? Prepare yourself, because what comes next can turn your worldview upside down. Maria was beginning to understand that her environment reflected more than just the space in which she lived. She had heard about energy cleaning, but had never stopped to think that the room mirror could be a powerful tool in this process. During a chat with her friend, Anna, she discovered something fascinating. Mirrors are not only objects of visual reflection, but can also be used to reflect and dissipate negative energies. Anna, who had already studied on energy cleaning rituals, explained how mirrors can act as a shield against anxiety. When positioning a mirror strategically in your home, you can redirect and transform the energy that circulates in the environment. The key is to keep the mirrors clean and well-positioned so that the energy flows freely and does not accumulate discomfort. When Maria made the first attempt, placing the mirror facing the window, she felt lightness in the house, as if the atmosphere had renewed instantly. After experimenting with energy cleaning, Maria became even more curious about the mysteries that the mirrors could reveal. That's when her friend Anna, with an enigmatic smile, took her to a conversation about catoptromance, the old art of seeing the future through the mirrors. Maria was amazed to learn that this practice was much older than she imagined, used by ancient civilizations like the Egyptians and the Aztecs, who saw the mirrors as portals to the unknown. Anna explained that when she stared at a mirror in moments of tranquility, the mind could begin to open to visions of other times or places. Some people even believe the mirror may reflect what is coming, allowing a vision of the future or a revelation of aspects of the past. Maria decided to try this practice on a quiet night when the house was calm. Focusing on her reflection, she felt a strange feeling that something beyond her image was being revealed. What she saw was a glimpse of a new path that would lead her to the tranquility she wanted so much. If you have been in this situation and it represents you, right? I am the reflection of the change I want to see in my environment. In the comments below, Maria was starting to feel more connected to the secrets of the mirrors. However, something still worried her. Did these objects really have such a power? That was when Anna told her about an ancient Aztec belief that they considered the mirrors as portals to the underworld. They believed that by looking at the reflection of a mirror, it was possible to cross the barriers between the physical world and the spiritual kingdoms. This fascinating idea was not something that Maria imagined possible, but curiosity boosted her to investigate further. On a quiet afternoon, Maria sat in front of her corridor's large mirror, trying to feel the energy he emanated. To her surprise, she not only felt a lightness in the air, but also a feeling that something was lurking, waiting to be discovered. Although he did not see a supernatural dimension like the Aztecs designed, she felt that the connection between the mirror and the spirit world was more real than she imagined. What Mary still didn't know was that, when consciously using the mirrors, she was opening for a new understanding of her own being and what was beyond what the eyes can see. Over time, Maria learned more about the different uses of the mirrors. During a conversation with Anna, she discovered something surprising. Mirrors could also be used to capture the moon's energy. Anna, always full of wisdom, told her that the moon has always been considered a source of spiritual energy in many cultures, and that mirrors had the ability to amplify this energy. In reflecting the moonlight, mirrors could help with self-improvement practices, bringing mental and emotional clarity. Intrigued by the idea, Maria decided to test. On a full moon night, she put a mirror in her window, so that he reflected the lunar light directly into her house. As he watched, he felt an inner peace he had never experienced before. It was as if the moonlight had invaded his space, purifying his mind and bringing a new perspective on his problems. Maria found that lunar energy, when reflected by a mirror, not only purified her environment, but also opened doors for self-knowledge and emotional clarity. Mary always loved stories and legends, and one of those who intrigued her most was that of Snow White and the famous speaking mirror. The legend said that a magical mirror could speak and reveal hidden truths. She never imagined that there could be something real about it, but the conversation with Anna made her reflect on the power that the mirrors have to bring out what is hidden. Mirrors, in addition to reflecting the outer image, can also reflect the emotions and the true essence of people, as if they kept a deep secret. On a rainy afternoon, Maria decided to try something different. He put a mirror in front of herself, staring and leaving her mind free from distractions. He felt a connection with his own being, as if the mirror were speaking to her in a quiet but intense way. It was not a voice she heard, but a growing sense of clarity on internal issues she had avoided. The mirror, like the legend, seemed to reveal not words, but something even deeper, a personal truth she would need to face to advance. Experience has made her feel that mirrors really have silent power, able to reveal more than we imagine. While Maria dived deeper and deeper into this world of discoveries over the mirrors, she came across a very popular superstition: the idea that breaking a mirror brings 7 years of bad luck. This belief, which seems to be present in many cultures around the world, left her intrigued. Did the mirrors really have the power to influence someone's fate? At first she thought it was just a foundation superstition, but over time she began to realize that there was more behind this myth. Anna, with her ever-broad vision, explained that, in fact, this superstition has deep roots in ancient cultures, where mirrors were seen as magical elements, capable of reflecting a person's soul. The idea that breaking a mirror could unbalance the soul or attract negative energies was linked to the fear that by damaging the mirror you were also damaging a deep energy connection with your own being. Maria, after reflecting on this, understood that superstition was not a simple silly idea, but a way to respect the power of something so simple and so deeply rooted in our culture and collective conscience. With so many discoveries, Maria began to wonder about an old belief that always intrigued her. Could mirrors really capture people's soul? This idea, which circulates in various cultures around the world, suggested that mirrors not only reflected outdoor appearance, but could also imprison someone's essence. Mary, skeptical, had never given much attention to this, but now, with all the new information she was absorbing, she began to see the mirrors under a new light. Anna, once again, was the one who shared with her the deep meaning of this belief. She said that in some cultures, it was believed that mirrors were portals to the world of souls, capable of capturing and retaining the essence of a being. Some said that when looking at a mirror right after someone's death, the reflection of the deceased person could stay there for a while, as if the mirror were a kind of guardian of the soul. Maria was thoughtful. Did the mirrors really have this power? She began to think about her own experiences, the time she looked in the mirror and felt a strange presence, as if something else was there beyond her image. A feeling that the soul, on some level, was really reflected in these mysterious objects. If you have been in this situation and it represents you, right? I am the reflection of the change I want to see in my environment. In the comments below, Maria was beginning to understand that the mirrors were not just surfaces where she could see her appearance. Throughout her journey of discoveries, she realized that they had an even deeper power, to reflect true inner essence. It was no longer about just seeing the face or body. It was about facing feelings, fears, hopes, and even the most hidden secrets within itself. Each look in the mirror now seemed an opportunity to reflect on who she was really and what she needed to transform into her life. Anna, as always, had a clear view of this concept. She explained that the mirrors are much more than simple decorative or functional objects. They are like a window to the soul. According to her, when looking at the mirror carefully and without hurry, you can start to see beyond physical appearance and perceive emotions, blockages, and even aspects of your being that were once hidden. Maria began to realize that each time she looked in the mirror with more awareness, something changed inside her. It was as if the reflection was no longer just an image, but a silent guide, helping her to get better and find the way to her inner transformation. With so many revelations about the mirrors, Mary also heard frightening stories about her use in rituals and supernatural beliefs. Among them, the most terrifying was that the mirrors could be portals to evil spirits. Many cultures and traditions around the world have always believed that mirrors were not only reflexes of reality, but also channels to the other side, the kingdom of spirits. This fear, which still persists in some cultures, has led many people to avoid mirrors in places like theaters, where the presence of negative energies was feared, or even at night, when the fear of the unknown seemed stronger. Anna, with her vast knowledge of rituals and spiritual beliefs, told Maria that in various cultures, mirrors were used in communication practices with beyond, but very carefully, as they could attract unwanted entities if used in an improper way. She explained that to protect the environment and the person, mirrors should be covered or removed when they were not being used for these spiritual practices. Maria was impressed by these stories and began to wonder if, in fact, she could be allowing unwanted energies to invade her home by not being aware of how she used the mirrors. It became more cautious, covering the mirrors at night and avoiding looking at them in times of vulnerability. Maria, with all the fascinating discoveries about the mirrors, could not help but remember another popular legend, that of vampires. Since she was a child, she has always heard that these supernatural creatures had no reflection on mirrors. This idea, which spread to horror stories and movies, has always generated an aura of mystery around the mirrors, as if they were able to reveal the hidden truth, exposing what is invisible to human eyes. Mary was now seeing the mirrors in a completely different way. They were not just surfaces of reflection, but powerful symbols of revelation and hidden power. Anna, upon hearing about this legend, explained to Mary that, in many cultures, it was believed that vampires, as soulless beings, could not be reflected in mirrors, as they did not have the spiritual essence that these objects apparently capture. Mirrors, then, not only revealed physical appearance, but were also seen as a reflection of soul and vital energy. For Maria, this brought a new perspective. If a mirror was able to reflect the soul, it could also reveal what was hidden, whether in a person's body or energy. She caught herself thinking about how this concept could be more real than the stories of fiction, especially considering all her recent discoveries about the hidden power of mirrors. Now that you know the secrets that mirrors keep, it's time to reflect on the impact they can have on your life. Have you ever wondered about the transformation power that a simple mirror can bring to your space and your personal energy? We are not just talking about decorative objects, but powerful allies in search of self-knowledge, energy cleaning, and prosperity. As Mary discovered, mirrors are not just reflexes of our body. They are portals, self-knowledge tools, and even guardians of our energy and soul. With them you can turn your home, clean the energy around you, and even access deeper views of yourself. Now imagine what would happen if you started using the power of mirrors consciously in your routine. What changes would you feel? How could your life be transformed by connecting with these objects more intentionally? If you enjoyed these revelations and are ready to apply these teachings to your life, subscribe to the channel and enable notifications to not lose more tips and tricks on how to transform your space and energy. Be sure to share this video with whom you believe you also need this transformation. How about taking advantage now to look in front of the mirror and reflect on who you really are and what can change from today?